If you watched the previous episode, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you will subscribe if you like the videos. Previous video I did on the SCX10, the Axial, explained a bit about the detailing on the body, putting on the accessories, mounting all the stuff, cutting the body. This episode I'm gonna do a breakdown of my next project, which is this BMW by FG. Gonna do a paint job on it. It's gonna be one single color. No, it's not. It's gonna be a lot of colors, in fact. It's not gonna be a really original project. A friend of mine has done something similar on another type of vehicle. I'll put a link in the description box down below so you can check out his work. Because I do not take any orders, I merely explain painting if you want to do something yourself. But if you do want to have something custom ordered, Matt at MR Painting, he can help you out. But for now I'm going to explain how to determine a design, how to pick your colors, and how to go off and start your project. In one of my previous videos I did a complete unboxing of the FG Sportsline, the BMW M3 version. Showed what you get in the box. Amongst the car, the radio gear, all the stuff you need to get running is also a very complete painting instruction. An instruction on where to put all your stickers if you use those. So you can see where all the details need to be put. And of course the stickers. I will be using paint, just paint on the whole car. I don't like using stickers. I'm also going to try to put some flat details on the outside. If you've ever painted the body, you know that as soon as you strip the protective film from the outside, that you're left with a glossy shell, which is of course fine. But in some areas, like over here where the exhausts are going to be, and in front there's like a big deflector going on underneath the bumper. I want those areas to be matte at the end of the project. So I'm going to explain how to do that as well. And I hope it will turn out okay, because this will be the very first time that I'm going to use some liquid masking. I've been doing a lot of research on what I wanted to do with the car. I've seen a lot of cool single color paint jobs, but to me it's not really interesting to do one of those. A friend of mine, as I explained previously, has done a really cool paint job. He did it on a Losi, which was a 4-piece shell, and it looked somewhat, excuse me for the poor quality of my printer, like this. This is in fact the Jeff Koons BMW art car. He did that paint job on the specific model that I got from FG. So I think that would really do it justice, and it would make it scale as well. So what I did, took a piece of paper, I just broke it down into separate colors. So I figured out which colors I needed to have to pull off this paint job. And I went ahead and ordered them, as you can see here on my desk. Big thumbs up to my buddy Jeff from Holland, who was kind enough to ship those colors to me. Over where I live, it's really difficult to get my hands on Tamiya paint. I love to use my Tamiya paint. I'm not a big fan of using airbrush. So I basically always use the rattle cans. I also got some colored Sharpies. It will make it way easier for me to determine when I'm starting to cut my masking, to determine what I need to peel out. All these different colors, so I can fill it in sort of on the outside of the shell and peel as I go and not get confused. As you can tell, I need to really break it down in several different steps. There's also two sort of square parts going on here in the side of the car. So that's going to be really interesting to do. The burnt down parts, or the parts that seem to be burnt down in the back side of the car over here. They seem to be faded, but on closer inspection they're actually not. It's a white spot with a yellow ring around it, and then some red and then some black. So
So it's all stuff that I can do with Retrocan, so that's really simple. I will go and give this body a good cleaning, a good scrubbing and a good wash right now, and I think I'll do that BMW body as well while I'm at it, and afterwards I'll be putting on some liquid mask. Not on this body, but on that one of course. The body is fully washed. I used hand soap. I also explained it in one of my other painting tutorials. What I did this time around, and I usually do not do that, is I scuffed up the inside of the body with the more coarse side of this sponge. I made sure not to touch the windows, because, well, windows of course need to be clear. I took the bumper off. As you can tell, the bumper mounts to the rest of the body. I think it is really smart of FG to supply the car with a separate bumper. You can also buy these separately, so in case you damage the car, you're most likely to damage the front end of the car. And you can just buy that piece, so you don't have to buy the complete car. So that's a smart thing. Another thing I did before I started prepping, I mounted up all of the hardware that was supplied with. So you have two spoiler supports and then two deflectors on the sides, and I made sure that I mounted everything up and lined it up carefully, marked it up what's left and what's right. These simple parts I will be masking with the masking tape that I always use, and the more complex parts like the front bumper and the rest of the bodywork I'll be using a liquid mask, because I don't know how that will attach to the body. I made sure to scuff it up for some extra adhesion. The windows you want to keep as clear as possible. I will be putting on some smoke later on. Not that kind of smoke of course, but this to me paint. I don't need to see what's going on inside the car, and it will look a bit more realistic once the windows are tinted. Next up, I'm going to dry out the body completely, put my first coat of liquid mask on. That can dry while I put some lines on the outside and start putting on the design of the Jeff Koons art car. Now if my video editing skills would be a tiny bit better, I would so edit in some really cool music or some really relaxing music. But in all honesty, I also have no idea how it works with all those music rights on YouTube. And I don't want it to be muted completely, so it's the first coat. According to what I've read about this stuff, you need to cross it over with the second coat, put at least like 4 or 5 coats on. I hope it will be still transparent afterwards, but we'll see. Just cross your fingers with me, because I've never done this before, never used this stuff. So the first coat of liquid mask is on. That needs to dry for a bit, so I'm just gonna let it sit overnight. Tomorrow I'm gonna put on the second coat. I'm gonna put on some of the lines already with Sharpie. Prepare some of the stuff that I'm going to do. Quite possibly this will be the RC painting failure of the century, and you will be here to witness it with me. And also a possibility is that it will turn out quite okay with the liquid masking. And yeah, then maybe even Jeff Koons will be proud of me when everything is done. Hope you like to watch this. If you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Invite your friends over to see a weird dude with a Norwegian hat messing around with liquid masking. Maybe you will laugh really hard about it when everything goes horribly wrong. I will be honest, so if it doesn't work the way I hope, I will post it up as well. Give it a thumbs up if you like watching this. Leave me a comment in the box below. I will try to reply if you have a question. And take care. Hope to see you next time around. Thanks for watching.